Alright, so YouTube is being dumb and not allowing me to upload videos longer than 15 minutes. I don't know why. It says I can in my channel description that I can see, not you. And I try to upload videos longer than 15 minutes and it just won't let me. I click upload, nothing happens. So I don't know what the problem is. I'm going to have to keep splicing these videos and keeping them under 15 minutes until the situation gets resolved. Anyway, I was trying to save my files as .avi files, and YouTube apparently doesn't really like those because they kept failing to upload. So I had to delete all my old AVI files, meaning I had to delete all the gameplay I'd done. So I had already started a game, actually, and I'd scrap it. So I guess now I'll start another new game. And I'm actually not even sure if any of the footage of my old game will make it onto YouTube. I don't think so. Oh well, anyway. I'm going to go ahead and start a new game and with the old settings, and hopefully this will all be worked out. So, let me pause this recording then. Alright, so here we are in the game, long last. So this is what it looks like when you first start. You just have your sovereign here and no one else. I think this is actually a little bit quiet. In fact, I'm going to turn up the sound effects volume and probably regret it, but oh well. I want you guys to be able to hear this. In fact, let's turn up the music volume too. Okay. As you can see, you always start next to some resources. I started next to some wild grain, so obviously my first city is going to be focused on economy and growth. Over here we have a prestigious location, which is used for building monuments, and they produce influence, which I don't have any at the moment, but influence, they are diplomacy points. You spend them on diplomacy. You don't have to increase your relations with people, you just simply spend these points to get agreements with people. And all these numbers here are the yield signs. You can found a city wherever these yield signs are shown. However, as you can see, say like right here, there are no yield signs. I can't found a city there because the game says no. So I do like that a lot. It makes cities much more valuable. The green number here represents the amount of food available, obviously because it's right next to some wild grains. There's a heck of a lot of food available. It's growth. This brown number here represents production. Normally I like my first city to have high production, but that's obviously not a possibility here. So I guess yeah, because I have to find my city either right here in one of these surrounding tiles here, and since I can't find it right next to this forest over here with a higher production, even the productions aren't that high either, I'll keep it over here. This blue number here represents essence. It's how many spells you can cast on your city. Here we have my list of spells. Right now I don't have very many, but I will have many, many, many more later. Anyway, so I'm going to settle it right here, I guess. Why not? So it's going to play a little cutscene. You watch as your flag, the flag of your thrill, flutters in the wind, high above the simple huts of blah 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 blah. Okay. Now, I don't like the name Ahoga. Alhalga. No, that's dumb. That's dumb. I want a name that has no vowels, like, say, turf. So, here we have turf. And I always like to build, well, usually I like to build a woodcutter, a logging camp, to increase the production of my city. However, it's not next to a forest. If I had built it down here, it would be next to a forest, but then be too far away from the wild grains to get their bonus. So, it's a bit finicky there. Anyway, instead what I'll do is I'll start making some... Okay, well first, go to the unit design screen. Normally you'd want to make a scout to begin with, but because there's so many monsters in my world, I don't think that's a very good idea. So here you can see all the units available to me at the moment. They're not very many. I guess I'll go ahead and show you the unit design screen, which is one of the most fun aspects of the game. So you can create your own units here. I can randomly generate some guys here. Alright, that guy looks nice. So you have weapons, armor, and equipment stuff. Right now I don't have much available to me. But this guy I'm going to give a spear, I think, and a shield. Well, no, he can't use a spear and a shield at the same time. So he'll have a club and a shield and a belt of speed. And as you can see, right now it just costs labor to make him. However, as soon as I put this in, it requires crystal, which is a sort of magical thing that you have to have. Unfortunately, I don't have any crystal, so that's not going to work. So I can't use that. And here you just can customize his appearance, but you know, this doesn't really matter at all. And here is traits, and these are very, very useful. However, I will not be using these custom design units quite yet, because I don't really have any resources to do it. So instead, I will be just using the standard Gray March here. I'm gonna train some of them. And send this guy to go loot this shattered statue. Every time you loot one of these areas, it'll always give you either money or an item. Looks like I got a sandstone golem, token, which is useful. Oh yes, I almost forgot. I need to go back to my city and show you the shopkeeper screen, because this game has RPG elements. This is my my hero, my champion, my sovereign, the guy I equip and level up and stuff. You can see his stats here. It's all pretty self-explanatory, except for this one right here, initiative. It's your speed. Basically, the higher this is, the more turns you get to take in battle, and I'll show you a battle later on. But yeah, that's that. Right now, let's go ahead and cast some spells on my city. I will not be using magic much, but I will be using some. So, reducing unrest is really nice, because as you can see, if I double-click on my city, if I double-click, okay, you can see the unrest here is 22%, and that hurts your production and taxes, and you can change your tax rate here. I always keep my taxes around low, highest I go is normal. I can actually keep my taxes on none right now, which increase my research rate, which is something I need to begin. We're going to start restoration here, so we can make a workshop and begin increasing our production. And let's see. Yes, add some production to the city. I think I can. No, I can't cast same still until I start it. As you can see, that used up some of my mana, which I have up here. Mana is a resource that you produce over time. You'll want to save it a bit. But I think I'll cast Oppression on the city. There we go. Now I'll end my turn. Yes, and it's telling me that I have resources in my control. This is a Death Shard. It's a magical thing that gives you mana and stuff. However, I won't really be working with that much. Yeah, to collect resources, you build stuff on them. As you can see, in this building queue now, we have wild grain. However, I'm going to make my Gray March first. I'm actually going to... Well, no, I won't sell the golem. First thing I'm going to do is buy a shield and some pork. That's going to really help me in combat. Now I'm going to continue exploring. We have a first enemy, a butcher man. Maybe I'll show you some combat. There aren't nearly as many enemies around as I thought there would be. Up here's a fantastic place for my production city. I'll need to make some pioneers. Okay, so this is why I have the volume set so low, because these things are freaking loud. You can see he has several different abilities. Berserk increases your attack by a lot, but lowers your hit points by 1 every turn. And since he only has 20 hit points right now, that's kind of stupid to use. Wither, I don't have enough mana to use that, so I'll just have to not use that. It's interesting to have to manage your resources both in the tactical battles and in the strategy map. Yeah, these battle maps here are kind of all the same. Once you've seen one, you've seen them all. And also, you'll notice that this Butcherman took 2 turns before I got one. That's because he's a higher initiative score. Anyway, let's smash him up. So right now, the battles are really pretty boring. And I sure hope you can hear me over this music. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and lower that, because I don't know how loud that is going to be. Because it sounds pretty loud to me. Okay, and when you level up, you get to pick a trait. I always go with potential first. It allows you to level up more quickly. And, good. We got some equipment to equip. Holy crap, wow, this is an awesome place for a city over here. Right here. In fact, I may actually begin training a pioneer. Yeah. Because I want to expand that early. I started next to the Master Quest area. Yes, beyond this mountain range is the final boss. However, I will not be able to access him for a very, very long time. Oh, this wildling shaman's army is kind of standing in my way. Never mind about that pioneer. It's going to be a while before we can take care of that guy. In fact, I'm going to run away from him before he kills my sovereign. Your sovereign can never actually die. He'll just respawn in your city. But still, it's a little annoying to have to keep bringing him back to life. We have 2 more monster areas down here. First, let's loot this. Excellent. A book. Those are useful. And now I'll attack these bears over here. Yes, this is a rather boring system of battles. That's why you can increase the speed. Oh, you'll see that the bear used something called maul. Maybe I can exhibit it here. Yeah, that means he just keeps attacking over and over and over again until he misses. And that makes bears very difficult. Oh, look, see, he just got a second turn, too. So yeah, it's pretty difficult here. Okay, good. Now I have to choose between Quick or Death Disciple. Since I don't have much mana at the moment, I'm not going to use Death Disciple. I will instead just get Quick, which increases your initiative, makes you faster. That's always good. And in turn. Useless silver flute. Okay. And, how am I doing on time? Let's see here. How is my time? 11 minutes. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and end it now. So I guess this will be the end of the second part of the Let's Play. If you enjoyed what you've seen so far, please continue watching. If you didn't enjoy it, then by all means, stop watching. So, yeah, I suppose I'll see all of you once again here in Turfland.